everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of The Pretty Funny Co. I'm Nats, the founder, CEO, whatever you want to call me, and The Pretty Funny Co is my wee baby. Today's video I'm really excited for. I'm going to introduce my Valentine's collection to you. So I've got 8 Valentine's cards in total, and these will be launching on the 14th of January at 6 p.m. So if you like anything that's gonna follow, make sure to check it out then. Before we get started though, don't forget to smash a like, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Pretty Funny Co. I always post loads of behind the scenes videos and everything like that on there of my whole process, and quite often Instagram and TikTok will see things before they actually become a reality and a product of my shop, so be sure to check it out. Alright, so I'm going to go through the collection with you one at a time, talk a little bit about my kind of inspiration behind them, or why I went for the cards I did, and yeah, just show them to you. Okay, so the first one is just very, very cute. This is kind of the one that I feel like if I had a Valentine this year, if I had a boyfriend to buy a Valentine's card, this is the card I'd give them. Basically, it just says, I love you, please can we get a puppy? I feel like everyone wants a puppy if they don't already have one, but this is the card I would get, so this card was inspired by me. As with all my cards, it is in a 6 size. It does just have my information on the back, so my Instagram and my website, and my logo and everything, and A6, and they're printed on recycled uncoated paper. Actually, most of this batch doesn't have very many little specks at all, but because it's printed on recycled uncoated, sometimes the paper can have like little specks just where the paper's been like remade. I don't really know like the process of it, but I know that it's got that like recycled look. So if you get a card and it has like a little speck or something, don't be too fussed, and I don't put any up for retail that have specs that I think ruin the design or anything like that, so they're very, very subtle if they are there. The next one is just something really kind of silly and just cutesy. It's very, very simple, but it's just this one here, and it says, wow, you are cute, please don't leave me. I feel this one speaks to all the like fellow people with a little bit of anxiety in their soul. It's just like you know, when you love someone so much, you're like, don't leave me. I won't be nothing without you, which is not true, but you know, it's the sort of humour, if you're like me, it's that kind of humour, you know, like, don't leave me. That's how I picture it in my head. The next one I feel like was kind of subconsciously inspired by the blogger Lucy Mountain. I don't know if anyone follows her on Instagram. She does like noobs, that kind of stuff. Like, she's very good. She's very like pro healthy lifestyle, but like as in not diet culture kind of thing. I like her a lot. I think she's funny to watch. Anyway, she does this thing on her Instagram where like she does these like sexy coffee pours, like, and quite a lot of bloggers do this as well, like with their little like Ericino like Nescafe machines. They like pour their morning coffee froth and stuff, and I've seen them all the time, so I feel like I must have been watching them when I was making this card. But this one says, I like my men, oh come on circus, says, I like my men like I like my coffee pours. Sexy. So that's that one. It's kind of in a blush pink colour there. Again, it's quite simple, but I played around a bit more with like swirly font. So like my Pretty Funny Co font is this one here, which is on like everything, but I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more difference in design. So just playing around with it. I quite like how this one looks actually. I was tempted to do more, but I'll just start with this for now. The next one, I feel like it's just one that comes from the soul. This one says, you mean more to me than cheese. I don't know if you can see it, there you go. So it says, you mean more to me than cheese, because I don't know about anyone else, but cheese is my life. And like, I feel like I have a couple of friends and all we talk about is cheese sometimes. Like cheese and wine. Let's have a cheese and wine night. Cheese and wine, cheese and wine. So I decided to do this one for all the cheese lovers out there. It's got like a little yellowy Edam kind of looking design on the back, and writings in white. Okay, so with the second half of the cards, so the second 4, it was really, really important to me that I designed some cards that were LGBT friendly. I don't identify as LGBT, but I have a lot of friends that do, especially as I come from like a theatre background. Like over half my friends probably are like LGBT, and so I felt like I owed it to them, and I owed it to my theatre community and just like everyone in general to try and design some cards that would make them feel like acknowledged and seen and be excited about giving a card, because it has a little bit more of a specific purpose. At the same time, designing these cards, I was trying really hard to get the balance right between making it kind of clear that they were designed for LGBT couples, but also not being like really in your face, because the whole point is that we want people in LGBT relationships to be treated the same as people in like heterosexual relationships, you know what I mean? So you don't want to make it really obvious and in your face. It's just about it becoming like part of the norm. I don't know if that makes sense or of what I'm trying to say, but that's kind of what I mean. I actually put a call out on my Twitter and Instagram and a couple of friends, and asked for some help and advice, because I was really like set on getting it right. I think because like I said, I'm not in that community. I was aware that as much as I could try and like do it myself, it was probably best that I get some advice and guidance and make sure that what I was doing was, you know, not making was having its intended purpose, if you get what I mean. So I did that. So thank you so much to the people that did send help. You know who you are, and obviously as I said to them in their email, I will be sending them a card just to say thank you of their choice from the Valentine's collection, because I really, really appreciate it, and like getting advice and feedback from people is honestly the best thing as a business owner. It's the best tool ever, so really appreciate it. Anyway, let me show you the cards. So the first two are inspired by Schitt's Creek, the TV program. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. One, it's probably one of the funniest things I've watched in a while. It starts off a little bit slow, like in the first season it takes a while to, like, you have to get to know the characters and everything, but once you get into it, it's honestly the best thing ever. It's so funny. I actually think like Catherine O'Hara might be like my idol. I love her. And also the reason I went with this is because I knew how popular it had been with the LGBT community for how it kind of normalized relationships. Like the central character, one of them gets married to a man, but no one in the whole town makes any deal of it. There's no mention at all to it. So, you know, and when it is mentioned, like when the other one has to tell his parents, it's just handled so beautifully. So anyway, I don't want to ruin the series, but that's why I thought this might be a nice way to go into it, because I know that the series has meant a lot to a lot of people. So the first one is this one here. It's a Moira Rose card, and it says "Be my baby," because she goes "bebe" all the time, and I love it. So that's kind of inspired by her. The second one is this one here, and it says "You're the Patrick Brewer to my David Rose," and it's got the two little roses kind of from Rose Apothecary with a rose coloured border as well. I really liked doing the border on these. I might do some more in this design, although I did order them once and I like wasted like 100 cards because I didn't bring the border close enough to the edge. So annoying. Yeah, that's the Patrick Brewer to my David Rose. So yeah, it might be more suitable for a guy to give to a guy. This one is actually kind of designed for my friend Hannah. She's one of my friends from university, and she has been with her girlfriend for like 5 years, and I know this is her favourite film. So this one is kind of for her really, but hopefully other people like it as well. This one says, "You're the," oh, I can't even see it. "You're the Annie James to my Hallie Parker." So it's from The Parent Trap, and it has a little peanut butter and Oreo doodle on there. And then the last one, this was the one I was most nervous to get right, and again, I really hope, well, I sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that I have, and if I haven't, I can only apologise and like say that my intentions were so well meant. But anyway, I won't knock myself down yet because I haven't even sold any. But this one says, "I just love that I get to look at you and say, they're my Valentine." So the idea of this one is for like people who maybe identify as non-binary, so who like to be referred to as they, them. Yeah, so I just really wanted to design a card for them, because I feel like as well, like, I don't know if I've ever seen one, and it's not about like being the first to do it, but it's about someone has to do it, because how are we ever going to get to that point in society where we can accept everyone if like we don't even make small baby steps you know, so that was important to me to do this one and get it right. And that's basically it. That is my 8 Valentine's cards. I'm actually really like happy with these. I didn't go for any foiled ones this time. I've just gone for normal print because those have actually been quite popular. Like, I've sold some foiled ones, but they are a little bit more expensive to make, so I just did these for now. And yeah, I'm really chuffed with them, and I really hope that you guys all like them as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and like I said, they will be released on the 14th of January at 6 PM, so be sure to be online when they do. And yeah, thanks so much for all your support, and I hope you have a lovely week.